Welcome back to Flanks06 channel here. We are back again with the next PvP match tonight. I believe this is match 7. We have Fenraellis and Priest coming in back from tournament 1. Been some time since you've played, but coming back to play tonight, and excited to see what you guys come up with.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, if you guys are ready, then roll your dice and let's start with hero selection.
Okay, you want to roll first?
Sure. I'll roll first this time.
All right. So, as people may or may not remember, so Fenraellis with a 13 there.
Number from the chat log, not the number on the die, I guess, or was the number on the die?
It's the number. It's the number on the die that counts. Yeah. The chat log, for some reason, sometimes errors if things get shot out of the cannon.
In this case, it was the same number, though.
Yeah. So Priest was the third place winner, or I guess competitor from tournament 1. So he got all the way near the end. Ooh, wow.
Okay.
Oh man, burning that crit early, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
I believe you get to pick whether you go first or second.
I'll go first.
So back again.
My tabletop simulator's freaking out right now.
As it tends to do.
It's been some time since Priest has played, but definitely, being able to get back into it, I'm sure he'll relatively pretty quick pick up a lot of things. There is quite a few new heroes than many people have been used to.
Sorry, let me restart it. It froze.
Alas.
All right, that's fine.
That freaking 20 broke my.
It broke your computer.
Simulator.
At least it wasn't a 20 on that stupid Herodotus.
Oh my God, that was ridiculous.
Third round of the last match, he gets a 20 on a move that does 13 plus the result of your die.
Oh
Plus his
jeez.
brute passive, so he did 42 out of 55 health on my shooter on his one attack.
Yeah, and it was like the what was it? Like it was pretty early. It was like the first or second. Yeah, third action.
Okay, so I'll pick first then. I'm gonna go with Cedric. Do I just click spawn?
Yeah.
Then?
Yep, and then you can just pull and drag the pieces down.
Doing it.
All right, so we have Cedric and Villani here up first. Hey, Lord Tyshan, good to see you back here. So, hopefully get some good match tonight. We'll find out.
I will go with. I'm gonna take Rokaru. I like him a lot.
Oh man, it's been a while since we've seen good old Rokaru here. Good to see him back at it again. So, 2 of the classic PvP heroes from Arena. Oris coming down on the right. Here we go, another classic hero. Well, he is from the Legendary box, but still from the Gen 1 heroes.
Do Jirana. I'm going
there
with
we
a real
go.
classic team here.
This is definitely a classic team. And so far pretty good. Rokaru with a lot of movement potential. Same thing with Jirana. That lightning reflexes can be so dangerous. But Fenraellis does have Path of Purification, which can remove permanent effects like lightning reflexes and dragon spirit off of Rikaru. So he's gonna have to be careful. Same thing with bloodthirst. He's gonna have to be careful because if the placement of all those guys are too close to auras, he is gonna get quite a purification off, and that'll work out real well for Fenraellis. All right, Fenraellis, considering his third pick here, he's got a bruiser, shooter, still kind of open. He could go for a healer or a tank, possibly. It looks like he was considering maybe a healer. But it kicking off here next match. It's been quite some time already since this very busy weekend. We were supposed to have 3 games all on one day. We had a competitor who, there we go, Azrael, the water elementalist, one of the new heroes from Tanares Adventures. Or Tanares RPG, sorry about that.
I'll go.
And there we go, Taram, the cleric, another classic hero. Oh god.
Oh, it's okay.
I wonder.
You clicked so fast.
No.
Help him move stuff around here so we can get going as quick as possible. All right, when you guys are ready, let's roll for hero placement.
All right.
All right, so pretty even. Well, actually, very melee heavy team for priest. And a 5. Wow, just barely beating it. All right, so are you going to place first or place second?
I'll place second.
Okay. Did you want the left side of the board then?
Yeah, I'll go with left side.
All right. Sounds good. All right, that's you first, Fenraellis. Versus Fenraellis' team here, 2 ranged characters, 1 melee, and then Suyoko the ninja is kind of a mix, a little bit of range, a little bit of melee, just depending on which side she gets on. So this will be pretty interesting because we have 3 brand new heroes on the right hand side with one of the classics, and then 4 classics on the left. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. We have Taram here, which we have yet to see in the game so far. Basically what he does is he will heal an ally for 25 hit points, and then he places a permanent on there that whenever they declare an attack, which is almost every turn someone's going to declare an attack, that you can heal, or they can heal for 4. So you're getting a consistent heal each time.
Okay. I will put...
So we got Balani getting placed way back in the corner there, trying to stay as far away as possible. Sal,
put him right there.
The hardest part with Priest's team here is he has no range except for Taram. So he is going to have to get those melee characters all on top of the range, keep them locked down as much as possible, so that way they cannot get that range advantage over his characters. And that is definitely why they are playing real far back. But like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of movement potential, especially with Jirana, especially with Rikaru, to be able to try to close some of that distance. Jirana there has Thunderous Charge. He can get across the battlefield. Whirling Strike to move people around some. Rakaru with Tides of Blades. You can move enemy up to 2 squares and make other enemies that are adjacent to him take damage. So there's some of that potential to move people around where he needs them, and try to lock them as much as possible. So if you are a priest, you may. This one's tough. There's a lot of different issues. I say you could go for Azrael, try to knock out their healing early, but Horus is going to be able to put up a lot of defensive measures for their team. Versus on Fenraellis' side.
Now we got to roll for heroic actions, right?
You just pick.
We just pick them. Okay.
Yep. And then when you guys are ready, let me know, and we'll start. Versus Fenraellis here, he could potentially go right for Cedric, try to take him out as quickly as possible. The problem is if he can't, Cedric will be an absolute monster on the battlefield, going around.
Them, right?
Correct. Yeah, get 2 and put them in your hand, or at least secretly.
But there for the moment. Because if you make a pile, then you can search it secretly anyway. So I'm just putting it face down next to my other cards.
Yep, you can do that too. So Cedric will get around and do a ton of damage if he's in that health threshold of 35 HP or less. And then Rakaru has quite a bit of multi-strike ability.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay.
And Taram does have an interrupt, so he can potentially negate an attack, get a little bit of healing to try to disrupt the enemy. But there's quite a bit of damage potential on Priest's side versus on Fenraellis' side. There's a decent amount, maybe not quite the same level, but still pretty good.
All right,
go ahead. You have 90 minutes.
Okay, so are you going first, or?
Yeah, it should be him.
Yep.
Because he plays first.
Yep.
All right. We may actually get Tyshan here, the season 1.
Health trackers.
Oh, good point.
To join here with me and do some discussion. Let's see if we can get him on.
Put my people on the right half.
I'll put mine kind of on the edge.
Inside, I guess.
All right.
Anyway, I gotta start with. Well, interesting thought. Considering how much she moves, I'm still gonna start with elemental fusion. See if I can actually make it be useful this time around.
Let me double check with these tokens. I think somebody put the wrong token down. So let's see. This one should be the orange one.
Oh.
And then red, orange, green, and then gray. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, come on. I'm blessed. Come on.
What ability?
I don't want to fail my first roll of the freaking battle. What the
Oh man, sorry. It was too funny.
Well, okay.
Sometimes that happens.
Like I said. You take 15. Piranha.
All right, so missing his first
That's
special
roll
right at the
a 3
beginning.
and a 4.
I believe he's
All blessed.
probably going for Elemental Fusion.
Okay.
Which special was spent there, Fen?
Yeah,
There you go.
the conduit. Or sorry, elemental fusion.
All right, awesome. Just making
That's
sure
one
it
too.
was that one.
Okay.
That's
1,
ugly.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, so trying to get that early. Oh, okay.
And if you don't attack, you can take a second movement, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure. Okay.
Interesting.
All right, so Priest trying to kind of come in the back, keeping them busy there.
Well,
Not really sure what they should be doing now. Definitely throwing Fenraellis a little bit off guard with that play. Even though he didn't even get to attack yet, we'll see how this ends up playing out. All right, next up is going to be
1, 2,
Horus
3,
here.
4, 5, nope, yeah. Can't do that.
So he could move there with Dashing Strike, but then he'd only be able to attack one target. May not really help him too much here.
That is just a bad way to start. That's okay.
Sometimes you're just a little bit out of position, not exactly what
Flat
you
my
want.
hands at you. It's a key barrier.
All right.
All right, going with the key barrier on Girana, so looking like a lot of focus on Girana right now, and that's a hit.
Yeah. That's something, I guess.
That was on, yeah, on Girana. Yep.
Yep. So 10 to her.
Getting that key barrier off there, 10 damage.
And I am toughened for a turn and immune to special attacks.
Okay. I'm going to.
Are you're just gonna turn him sideways? Is that your plan?
That's why I'm usually doing the PvE, but I can put it on my character if you prefer.
Yeah, it's a little easier to see.
Just didn't want
Okay.
to move the cards around.
So key barrier, you are toughened once per turn
And
and
this
immune
is
to
because it
special
has a temporary
attacks.
effect. I was turning it sideways rather than flipping it.
Alright, now we're getting Rokaru up there
Right there.
into the fight.
And I'll do Tide of Blades on Forest.
Alright, Oris or Rokaru going with Tide of Blades. He'll be able to throw Oris into the lava if he gets the hit on this one. And let's see if he gets it. 20!
Dare.
Oh,
Critical roll.
I saw it was flashing 20 before it even left the cannon.
Now, too bad Girana wasn't in a slightly better spot,
Just remember
but
to subtract 3.
yep. Okay, so
the Tide of Blades 11 there
8.
plus 5 is 16 minus 3, 13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'll move him into the lava space. Which lava is how much again?
4.
4. Okay, and toughen doesn't subtract from that, does it?
No.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And also,
I'll
since
give
you
you
rolled
freebie and yeah, as I
yeah.
say, the 5.
Oh, yeah.
Crit.
yeah, crit is 5 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Burning them early.
There
Gotta
you
get
go.
them out of my system as soon as possible.
So interesting that Priest did not put him actually next to Girana. That's what I would have done, just to make sure that you're kind of locking in Oris into Girana's passive. That's super important to be able to lock them down in that tank passive. It's just, makes it more challenging, although they have been going after Girana, and Oris has the ability to attack two different people.
Special attack.
But that shouldn't be a hard problem.
Maybe this time it'll actually work.
All right, so now he's going to go with Elemental Fusion, but Azrael, the Water Elementals version.
Sorry, I was targeting Girana again, but what the hell?
Oh, so okay. So I must have missed it the first time when you said you were declaring the special attack. Remember, you can't use Blessed with special attacks. It's only primary attacks.
So what now?
So Blessed only works on primary attacks. It does not work on special attacks.
Oh, well.
So the first time I missed it because I thought you were doing a primary
but...
attack. Yeah, in this case, yeah, it would also be a miss because...
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you wanted to redo your replacement...
I wouldn't have moved onto the altar, but otherwise I was still trying to use the special.
Yeah.
So that
I mean, if you want to redo the movement, I'm cool with that. I don't care.
Yeah. Doesn't really change much. But apparently I still
4,
just
5, 6, 7, 8.
completely biffed again.
But you were still applying. Were you applying that to Girana or Rikaru?
Well, might as well still try and kill someone. So
Okay.
she's at 30. God, this is
So 2 special attack misses there for Fenraellis. So definitely not a good start for him. Sometimes it just happens.
Take a little step forward, and I'll do. I'm gonna use lightning reflexes on Oris.
Alright, going with the lightning reflexes. Here we go. And he is exposed because of mob there, so he is increasing his chances. Wait, why was there 2 in there?
Ignore that.
Oh.
Sorry, yeah, that one's your die. Ignore my die.
I guess both of them would have been a hit.
Mine was probably still in there from before when I was going for the second time.
Okay, so.
Jeez.
Alright, so that is going to be a hit. So I have Tyshan here with me with a lot of background sound.
Or no, not charge, lightning reflexes. 16 damage.
Yeah, 2 seconds, sorry.
Alright.
2, 3, 4.
I think you accidentally have Thunderous Charge on the character, though.
Oh, my bad. I sure do.
Alright, so getting off that lightning reflex
do I get
is
to do
right
that
at the start.
permanent effect immediately right now?
Yes, because it happens at the end of the turn.
End of your turn,
Yeah.
so it's after the attack.
Yeah. Okay. Basic attack is... Doesn't that get like a +1 to the roll or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is another hit for Priest. So definitely getting those hits off at the start here. That's good. Good start here to his play.
God, I work at a school. You think I'd be better at doing quickfire basic math? Nope.
You'd think.
It's the board. It messes with you.
You're right. Okay. That was me.
Alright, so that's the end of Girana's turn. Her getting a lot of damage out on Oris, and Girana also taking quite a bit of damage as well. But Girana in a much better place to be able to continue keeping out that damage if she can get the healing to keep her up. That's going to be the hard part.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Hey, Tyshan, how's it going?
Slap fight over here.
Oh, going well.
I mean, I'm slapping.
No background noise anymore?
So still a little bit of background noise, but not as much. Yeah. But anyway, yep. How's it going, man? Good to talk to you.
Yeah, it's going well. These have been some interesting plays that we've had so far leading up into this. So
Yeah,
I'm curious to see how this turns out.
I know.
Okay.
I was just excited about the fact that we're
So,
kind of getting a new heroes versus old heroes kind of thing going on.
That will be an
She can
interesting thing to
throw
see if power creep is a real
uh,
thing or if old
2 into
heroes
Durana, 1
kind
into
of stand their
Rokaru.
own.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So we're seeing
In that order.
Sayoko and hit.
Great. 1 miss. Actually, no, that was a hit. Right.
Yeah, and another hit.
Another barely hit.
Looks like she's going with the shuriken
Last
throw.
one's Rokaru.
Oh no, she's splitting it up. Okay.
Better.
There we go.
So,
All right. The shuriken
into
throw.
lava.
Moving all targets hit. Each can only be moved once.
I'll just randomly move Rokaru.
Recurring
Away.
can only be moved
I
one.
can move each target hit once per turn. So I can't move Durana twice, but I can move her once. And she's going to take 14.
Anytime you can
It's
dunk
2d6
somebody in the
for 5
lava,
plus
that's
the
always a
lava.
good thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So definitely
Just going
pretty
to take 5.
good trade there. So 14 plus what, 5 more? So yeah, 19. Although did he get the despair on that
Right.
one? I think he was too
He's going
far.
to step out from his little hidey hole.
I cannot hear the competitors.
That's okay.
Okay.
So I think he did not get despair because he
He's
was too
gonna-
far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well,
Blue
he's in range
Sacred
now, but he
Flame
wasn't
on
when he hit.
Oris.
All right, going with Sacred Flame. Remove from an ally within range all temporary effects applied by enemies, and you are an ally within range heals 8. All right, going after Oris. So both competitors really just kind of blasting away. Oh, looks
Oh.
like that's gonna be a miss.
All right.
So 5 residual. That's
on
gonna
a
be rough
miss,
because
it's how much residual damage again?
it's 5 residual damage on a primary attack miss, and it's 15 on a
Yeah.
special.
Even with focus, that wouldn't have hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Although I think he could have went down for blessed if he wanted to. But he decided to stay a little further back and up. So that could potentially cost Jorana because she could get killed here before she gets an opportunity to get her turn back. Fenraellis has really been focusing on Jorana, which usually you don't really often see a tank being the main focus, although Jorana can actually do a pretty decent amount of damage.
Kill.
So I can see going after her.
Yeah, it's an unusual play, bringing Jorana down and
Awkward
even
amount of
Oris
health
down.
at 16.
Yeah.
Here in
Because
the low
they're
numbers
both
real
essentially the tanks that the absorbing hero characters, and they're both just getting blasted. All right.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with Cedric. You know,
Yes.
removing one from the rotation, Cedric gets more at bats. That's going to be problematic.
Oh yeah. Well, and we'll see what Fenraellis does after Jorana, because I'm sure he's probably going to keep going after him. But if he does decide to go after Cedric, or if he decides to, start splitting it up. So considering his options here, Lightning Conduit, Storm Invocation. He also does have another special. 16 Winds of Punishment would kill somebody. But
Guess I'll do a Storm Invocation
nope, no with Storm Invocation.
on Jorana.
So this won't kill her. 5. Oh, wow.
So
Although
and
he is
choose
blessed.
blessed.
the first effect.
Wait a second.
So is that a hit?
So you
What?
you missed on this one.
Well, no, it's blessed. I got 17 out of 5.
Oh, where was the 17? I see the I
Chat
saw the
log's actually
5.
accurate in this case. It was a 17.
Okay. Well, I
Oh.
guess I didn't see that first roll happen.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Did,
Yes,
did you
in this
take the 3
case-
damage?
That's what I was about to apply.
Yeah, did you see the first roll, Tyson? I didn't see it at all.
I didn't know. I see it in chat, but
way.
I
Yeah.
definitely didn't see the roll.
Potentially hit someone in case Jorana dies before Lonnie's turn. Yeah, that's that. And I chose effect 1 when on her next turn, just deal 5 to the closest enemy. Or
Alright.
effect A.
Okay.
So the one thing I was thinking about Storm Invocation,
Cedric is
especially in a PvP environment,
he's just
is
gonna keep on
it
creeping.
requires you to choose A or B, but there's no way to like indicate,
He'll stay right there.
you know, like what
Oh,
what
he's
ability you're, you know, doing.
Yeah.
Because you can only
You just
pick
have
one
to
or the
tap it like
other.
a land card.
Yeah.
That's an interesting choice not to double move to Cedric.
Yeah, I would have done that just to get on top of them instead of just
Yeah, at
or
least
doing a
force him to
heroic
sidestep.
action.
Wait.
True.
So he's only done 1 action.
Although it is a
Just
smidge
stop
early
there.
with a lot of heroic actions.
Okay. Then I'm just going to try and go for
All right. Probably go for the kill here.
another key barrier.
All right, is Taram going to interrupt?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it. And he got it. That's it.
That
Jorana's done.
Obviously, I guess technically he was in range, but yes, this
Taram
was
was on
Jorana, not
Jorana's
Jorana,
team,
but
so he
technically
definitely
correct.
Yeah.
And then to try and dissuade your movement, he's gonna go in front of you. Put that little token there.
And that's a rough hit
Did you do that?
losing
Yeah.
Jorana this early in the fight.
I know, right? That's what I was thinking too.
You have to.
But like I said, it
Turn
really
off the
forces
tag,
Cedric and
sticky,
Rikaru
I
to
think,
have more
or
turns.
Snap. You have to turn off the
So
snap.
it'll
tag.
be. I
Yeah,
mean,
I just
Cedric is
did.
going to be deadly if you leave him for the last.
Yep. Exactly. So
Pass it
we'll see. I mean, it was a choice. I mean,
Alright.
Jorana is a strong person to take out, but definitely not the strongest on his team.
No.
All right. So
Although it does
Rikaru-
limit Rikaru's damage potential.
Oh, well, a little bit because there is Cedric, but yeah, I mean, basically only one or the
I
other is
think
going to get advantage of
Rikaru's
this.
Just going to
Yep.
do
Now, he could do-
Tide of Blades again.
Oh, I was going to say he could do Dragon Spirit, and then he doesn't have to worry about tactics anymore. Because he
That's
can
a good
use
point.
that passive power for, you know, either doing some damage or some healing instead. That probably would be the best choice there because Jorana's dead. And he
Yeah,
got
you
it.
give yourself basically 2 brutes at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So it's interesting. He's not
11.
really using a lot of specials. I don't know if he's like trying to hold back.
2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Throw me into some more lava, huh?
Specials are
Yeah.
always a funny thing because it's about timing, right? Like,
Yeah.
can you time it to where you can use it at the most optimal
3
point,
from lava.
or
4.
are you able to
4.
get it to where you can actually use it and not just not just lose it.
All right.
Did you deduct the toughened from key barrier?
Oh,
Oh,
Right.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
may I move the token back up to 10? Or you can.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, next up, Azrael here, the Water Elementalist. Still playing pretty far back now with Cedric not being on top of him. He's kind of got quite a bit of freedom here. He can kind of really do whatever he wants, including just going
now's
after
a great
Cedric.
time. Now's a great time to hit Cedric and start moving away from him.
Yeah. It's, I mean, I think you probably agree with me on this is you should always use both of your actions every single time, however you can, right? Whether it's like locking somebody in with, you know, standing on top of those range characters to either pin them against the wall or something, or using a heroic action, or, you know, or even just kind of getting out of range and behind a wall or something like that, but not just kind of one action and then, you know, just in their range and making it pretty easy target for them.
Yeah, you should 100% always find a way to be able to use your prime action.
Yep.
I probably in this situation would have double moved to where I was touching the ninja and the water elementalist.
Yep. That's exactly what I've done.
In order to reduce their
So
mobility,
I am
which would make Cedric way more effective in this situation.
Yep. All right. So
But now you're just going to have people that can attack him and then run away.
Exactly. And there's a good chance that could be what's going to happen here.
there.
So that is 100%
slap
not
my-
where I would put anybody.
Exactly.
I
So
don't want to do this.
Taishan talking about being against this wall. In that spot, there's no way to get out if a melee character gets on top of you.
So
You have to
unsuccessful
take a
so
reaction
far.
attack, and you can't just move away, even with the sidestep. So
Yes.
always good never to get in that position if you're playing PvP.
Huh.
At least if you don't have to, right? Sometimes it's unavoidable.
Yes, yeah. And if you're playing against
Guess I'm just gonna
somebody
do it.
that is going to put you in those situations,
Title
sometimes
invocation.
it's unavoidable from that too.
Oh, in that
But
case,
where he has free range of movement, it's 100% avoidable. So let's
Oh, here.
avoid it.
instead one space over.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Title
All right.
invocation on Rikaru.
All right. Title invocation. So now it looks like he's focusing on Rikaru
Hits.
instead.
9.
So title invocation, doing 9 damage, and then he has an A or B. When this effect ends, you or your closest ally heal 6 at the start of each combatant's turn. You or one of your allies moves once. I don't think a lot of people realize how powerful title invocation
Yeah, I'll just
is.
choose the heal effect. A.
We had
I
someone.
think a lot of people read it as allies instead of combatants.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah, at the start of each combatant's turn. Yeah, they always assume it's just their turn, so then they think that they have to remember it each time, right?
well.
But it's
I'll read on
really
that.
every single time. So priest taking his turn, you can move.
I think technically Oris would probably have
Yeah, that whole being backed up against the wall debacle is
Another
kind of null and void when you
6
have that active.
more health because it's toughened once per turn, not once.
Yeah.
He's been hit 3 times with that. Well, technically, he's been every one of the attack against him. He's had it. I didn't count against 2 of them, Tarim or Jorana, but again, it doesn't matter.
I think.
I
Well, I think at least with Tarim he missed, and then with
Oh, yeah,
Jorana.
so that was residual, so that wouldn't have applied. Jorana, technically, it would have, but
Yeah, I'm not sure about Jorana on that one. May have missed that one.
yeah, so it doesn't matter. That was my mistake.
All right, Taram coming up here.
All right.
He may want to get that Divine Grace potentially down. At the same time, he may be holding some of this to make sure
gonna
that
do,
Path of Purification can't just remove
Sanctuary
it.
on Oris.
All right, Sanctuary.
Any permanents that you're going to throw on is always dangerous when you have Oris around.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Or are you gonna
Going to use
do
Wrath
something?
of the Tiger.
Oh, he was going to interrupt.
Oh,
Ruh-roh.
Either die to your Sanctuary, or I go to 1 health. So we'll find out.
Okay.
So you were trying to interrupt before he did that attack?
Yeah,
but
sorry.
just-
I didn't
it's
give
made
you
during
enough
the target's
time.
turn, one enemy making
Yep.
an attack.
Yep. Yeah, I guess I don't think he allowed quite enough time
Yeah,
for
I
it.
didn't. My bad. Go ahead.
We'll see if it works anyway. Hey, it actually did hit.
I'll do it.
There you go.
Yeah, you just... It was a primary attack, so you'll take 10. Or actually 5.
It takes
so you'll take
15.
I definitely. I agree with that move. If you're going to
And
die, you might as well take the interrupt.
Exactly.
down to 1 health.
Exactly. And we actually saw in an earlier match someone didn't do that, and it feels like just such a waste, right? I mean, I understand maybe you want to save your team token, but I don't know. I feel like being able to be alive for another turn, do a bunch of damage or healing somebody is probably more worth it than just dying.
You moved Taram's thing for me, right?
100%. And if you die with your interrupt, like, what's the point?
For a second, I was like, wait, did I move my healer? No. It was yours.
That was a great use of the interrupt, being able to do 15 damage and negate the attack, live 1 more round.
Yep, exactly. All right, so it is now confusingly Suyoko's turn. Because it was Taram,
So,
and he was interrupted,
I
and now it's
am
back
going
to
to-
Suyoko.
Can't do that.
So he doesn't have a special. He doesn't have the ability to swap sides here. But being on the controller side, honestly, is not bad. Because all of her attacks are ranged. I mean, if the rules said that you could, like, pick, either side, I could see it being much more challenging if you're on the other. And it's like, oh, man. Now we gotta get all the way across the battlefield, because right now she's at
think-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're out of
Oh,
range.
at 6.
Yeah,
So she's
I'll just
just
do a-
barely in range. If she was
Off
on
top
the
of my head,
melee side.
Cedric does not block focus because he's not line of sight, or does he block focus? I can't recall off the top of my head.
I also think she functions better as a controller. But obviously, when he loses
So,
Aura to
in
CC,
terms
you wanna
of
switch her over to
focus,
Think-
I don't know if it technically even says
I think
anything about vision in the rules.
Yeah, I think it would just block it. So
Yeah, it says the targets are considered exposed if you start your turn with no combatants, allies, or enemies within range 3 of you. Within 3 squares of you, sorry. It's the exact wording. And just so you guys know, we had a discussion about this recently where someone was like, well, it's not technically written in the rule book with the other rule set, right? It's written in the PvE rule book. So we are just going to go with what's written in the PvP rule book, which does say allies or enemies within 3. Because it wasn't updated and I didn't write it in the tournament rules previously, so...
interesting. Well,
That was a nice
I
change.
guess I'll probably
You gotta
just
be able to focus when you have allies near you.
What was that?
That was a nice change that they made, that you can focus when allies are near you.
And for PvE, it's super important
Yes.
because it's everything's so much closer together. For
Yep.
PvP,
2 on
I think it's still a little too hard in my opinion, and that's why I wanted them to change it, but they didn't.
Yeah, I'll just do 2 on Ricardo.
And
Cedric.
I don't know if they
Well,
really
sure,
honestly put enough thought into thinking about that specific rule and changing it, because they're mostly
Hit.
concerned with the PvE
8.
rules at the time. But I think it probably should have been changed for PvP
Miss,
as well. And miss. So 2 misses on the
misses,
shuriken
yeah.
throw.
Miss. Okay, so just 1 on Ricardo. So he's gonna take 9 damage as he's pushed into the lava.
Yep.
And
Boom.
I did hit. So,
But
4
1,
damage
2,
to Cedric.
3, 4, 5. Too far. But you are too far for despair.
Wait, what?
So Cedric. Oh wait, never mind. Sorry, he is there. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking Tarim, and I was like, way too far.
Those must be very, very heavy shurikens.
They're
I think it's
weighted for
more,
sure.
You're forcing the enemy to try and dodge,
That's fair.
I guess.
Yeah, that
To
probably
justify it somehow.
Or like, I mean, I would probably take a step backwards too if I got hit in the chest with a shuriken. If I'm being perfectly honest.
I'd rather just
Right?
not get hit in the chest with a shuriken, so yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a solid decision too.
Or the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So both Oris and
Anyway,
Rikaru kind of just chilling in the lava.
All right, Cedric.
Thought about doing Fukudake.
So Cedric here, still with quite a bit of health.
Cedric.
Not in his happy place yet.
Step right there.
But now finally getting in on the fight.
Actually, no.
I was going to say his real happy place is in the back lines with
Yep.
all of the shooters.
Yeah.
Death claws on Tsuyoko.
Oh, interesting. He's gonna do death claws
Okay.
from a square away from Tsuyoko.
The bold choice, Cotton.
Yeah. I mean, he got it. He got
And
it,
he
but
hits.
That is
just 16
16
damage there.
damage.
I mean, still, you know, it's a decent amount of hit. I'm actually just more surprised that he's leaving so much
Did I do
space
that math
there.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
12
okay.
plus 4.
Yeah, usually with shooters, you want to stand directly next to them so that you can limit their mobility.
Well, and he could have went after the shooter, but instead he
Okay,
went after the
then I
controller.
guess I do 5 damage to Cedric for
I-
Storm Invocation.
When I say
going
shooter,
off.
I mean ranged
Yeah.
units in general.
Yep. So Cedric taking 5 damage from Storm Invocation.
And-
Delayed damage, so a couple heroes with delayed damage abilities now, which I kind of like. I always like the idea of delayed
I
damage.
think allies are preventing
heroes.
focus too.
Yes, yeah.
That-
I know. That's
Well, the best
honestly the
thing is
reason why I wanted them to change it like across the board, because it's very hard to get off even for PvP.
Great on the combatant to remember that triggered a lot of the times.
Yeah.
You did that,
I didn't apply her
10,
passive.
15 minutes ago.
That, I mean, would have only been a
So
difference.
good
of
on them for
drawing
remembering to
one
deal that
health,
5
5 health,
damage.
so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
But oh well.
So Vellani here trying to figure out what she wants to do.
Okay. Given my options here, since I can't freaking focus.
I mean, he is on the altar, so he still has blast. So that's still pretty good spot to be in. Now, I think he was maybe really wanting to do Winds of Punishment, probably. But it looks like it's just not
Still
going to
going to
happen.
try.
Oh, he's going to go.
Although if you can get that Winds of Punishment off on Cedric right now,
Oh.
that would be
That'd be
killer.
nasty.
Cedric.
Yep, that's what he's going for right now.
It might fail.
Oh,
Hey,
there you
let me flip it.
go. I'll let you have the fun. Oh my God, he got it.
Ooh, very good.
That was so close.
And I'm picking bleeding too.
Oh yeah, definitely picking that bleeding without a doubt.
All right.
I
Yeah,
still
that bleed's
kind of
gonna be
wish,
incredible.
like, I just don't know if they thought about it quite so much. Now I think we can do it here. We can put this bleeding so that way we remember. But it's like hard to, an A/B option. No, unless you put some kind of token down, right?
Oh, and you were
Yeah, I mean, this one is obviously
5
a
away,
permanent
so
effect
I'm
versus
going
like
to
just a
do
hit.
21 damage.
So that one's pretty easy to tell. But yeah, sometimes it's extremely difficult to know which option was
2,
picked.
3, 4, 5.
Sorry, 20 damage. 16 plus 4.
We
Did you start on this square or this square?
I was on the upper tile. I
It
thought.
was the closer one.
Was I?
I think you
I
actually
was
were
on the
on
lower
this
tile, wasn't
one.
I? Yeah.
Tyson's watching it too, and he said that as well.
Yeah, I remember I moved down one the previous round because I was trying to be able to get line of sight on Rikaru for the storm
Yeah, so
invocation.
it means it'd be too close for the passive.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so too. It's always nice to
it's
have another person
4
come
squares away in
watch
PvP.
these because I'm often talking about things,
So
looking
it's
at cards,
not
trying to
difference.
count, squares,
5 squares in PvP.
and sometimes seeing somebody's health token, exactly where it got moved, or
is going to
everyone's exact movement along the way can be challenging to know.
and
What's he got?
he is just gonna do a basic attack.
Oh, interesting. He literally could just use Tide of Blades and actually get the effect for Tide of Blades right now. Oh, he didn't even need it, but
I was
okay.
actually thinking
He just kind of
Because then he could at least do
about
3
Ancestral
damage.
Katana.
he falls over.
It's not very nice.
Yeah. All right, so Oris
save
is
yourself
out.
the 4 damage. Oh,
So
man.
I guess he doesn't have to worry now about that path of purification.
Okay.
So
It
there's
does
that.
make it relatively easy to decide.
Yep.
Now he should have taken the circle of
Awkwardly enough,
retribution there, so we'll see if
Tide of
the
Invocation
combatant
goes off
remembers.
and heals me
Yeah.
3. I'm only missing 3 health. And he's not missing any health.
I'm gonna say you or your closest ally.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess he's
and
healing her up 3. All right, so before Oris can get off get a heal to him, he's already knocked out by Rikaru.
1, 2, 3.
So what's even
I feel
more
like Oris is
interesting?
one of.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I feel like Oris is one of the most underrated characters.
Yeah. He does have a lot of potential. I think it's just it requires more skill in how you use him versus some other heroes, which is also why he doesn't get picked a lot. So I think it's
a lot
very
of positioning is required.
Oh yeah. So I think what's interesting is we can literally see 2 waves of punishment
Healer passive too.
go off on in this match with 2 different permanent bleedings,
But, sorry.
which would be
Against
devastating.
Cedric this time since he's actually lower health.
Yeah, no kidding. That hit.
Doesn't matter anymore. So 9, and I'm gonna heal 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 damage to Cedric.
Mm.
All
Well,
right,
Cedric's in the money.
Cedric's in the happy zone now. Now his biggest challenge is he's got that permanent bleeding. And Sacred Flame can't clear that because it's only for temporary effects. But I think I was thinking of a different hero that had, I think it's Talia, who had the being able to clear off permanent effects.
Whatever.
I mean, Divine Grace would help mitigate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Wait, no, that would have taken me damage. Yeah.
But he would also heal Cedric up too much, and then he wouldn't be in his happy place.
Yeah. So now he's trying to think
Moved
of
across
like
the bridge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to think about
that water element
how
is
he
over
can
the lava.
keep Cedric moving to try to do as much
where he wants
damage
to
as
be.
possible. Now, unfortunately for Priest, I don't think he actually understands what bleeding does. Because this is new for him, and he hasn't played a lot with the new heroes yet and the new conditions. So I think we'll probably have to explain it to him before he starts that person's turn, Cedric's turn.
I guess.
Again, just a really good idea to lock down any ranged characters as much as possible.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna have. I guess Taram's just gonna do a Sacred Flame against.
Because now he's 6 spaces away from the shooter. If the ninja decides to run.
Nice.
He's only used one special attack the entire game.
Wow.
Now maybe he's saving it, for. Oh my God!
Ooh, 20.
There we go.
Wow.
I rolled 3 20s this game. Even if one was just in setup.
Priest likes rolling 20s. That's his thing.
So, 11
Everybody's got to have their thing.
damage
Yeah.
to him.
All right, so 11 damage to Azrael there.
And
then
Rokaru's gonna go up 8. He's gonna go up 12, actually.
So he can go up 8 with the ability, but you can't like double heal with hope. It's an ally. Basically, the passive happens first. So an ally
should
heals
Sacred
4,
Flame
but
yourself.
it can't regain
Yeah.
HP again.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the 8 heal should go to you, since that one can actually apply to you.
yeah,
You, or ally.
yeah.
Whereas the passive is only an ally. I mean, you don't have to, but it would
Right.
make more sense.
2,
Yeah, and
Unfortunately, he
that's
doesn't have anybody within range to be able to
8,
double heal.
yeah.
and then
Well, a lot of people don't realize about
Well,
the passive heal. It's an easy one
4 is
to
only an ally.
miss.
That's what I was saying. If you were going to get
oh
the
yeah,
Rikaru.
you're right. You're right.
But if you want to heal Rikaru 8, that's
I'd rather heal him the 8.
Luckily,
honestly.
Taram is one
Yeah,
of the
that
strongest
call,
healers
but
in the
I'd
game
rather
as far
do
as
that.
single target.
Yeah.
So he
Although
can
he
definitely pump those heals.
makes sense.
so Priest decided to go with the 8 heal for Rikaru, but did not
And then I can
heal
move.
the 4 because he would have to do it for an ally, which there is nobody close enough. There you go.
It's always interesting to see how much positioning plays into a count
Yeah.
with PvP matches.
I really do want to use Bodhyaku Dance, but
So he's talking about using the
Same
Boyaku
time.
dance there.
kind of want to just throw a shuriken to push Cedric just that little bit away for more bleed damage, and then run away from him.
I don't know if I would want to do that in lock horns with Cedric. Might be better just to bounce out of there and use the
Well,
ranged attacks.
the nice thing about
Which
the
is
dance is it has an effect of move 5 the target, so he could move Cedric really far away, and then he could just haul butt the other direction, and Cedric would
Yep.
have to take a lot of bleed damage
Forgot
if he
ask
wants
how
to go
the
there.
bleed works.
That's 2 damage.
Cedric is
or
about to
bleeding
take
2 means you
12
2 damage for
bleed
every space
damage
you move
just to
right?
get into range of one of these characters.
Yeah.
Bonus move
For-
things don't
That's
count.
going to be devastating.
Yeah, correct. It's only movement action that causes it, not benefit or force
So I'm
movement.
gonna do 2 into Cedric, 1 into Rikaru, and that's your die. So I'm taking my die.
So Priest just learning here about what bleed is, and I think he's about to find out pretty brutally, unless he's got
Good.
that divine inspiration. That would be very helpful to have.
Yeah. I just wanted at least 1 hit on him.
1 hit, 1 miss.
2 would have been better, but you know.
Oh, and another hit.
Okay, so
There you go. Back
9 damage
into
for
the lava.
Rikaru. Just randomly throw Cedric over there.
Oh no, he's pushing Cedric even farther away.
Yep.
Oh, and actually Rikaru takes my passive
1,
also,
2,
so
3,
Rikaru
4,
takes a total
5,
of 13.
6, 7,
4 from
8.
He's
passive,
now
so
7.
5 from
Yeah.
Shuriken.
Oh man,
Yeah.
So
what a great play.
Fenraellis is
that's,
really working him
that's
here.
me. I don't know why I'm taking my health away. Thank you for calling that.
Oof, that was a close one.
42. That was weird. Cedric just takes a meager 5 damage, but that's okay.
So Siyoko, she can do quite a bit of damage with that shuriken
Passes
throw.
over.
Alright, you said it's 2 damage for every square he moves?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh no, he's thinking about moving it with the bleed.
I'll move him.
Ugh.
Now's the time to pop a heroic action.
Yep.
Do not
Uh,
do that.
12.
Oh my gosh, 12 damage.
no. This is gonna cost him.
And then you need to double move
Figured with a melee heavy
if you're
team.
going to commit to that. Get
Bleed.
in melee. So
Yeah, now he's not even close enough. 1, 2. Or was he? Was he in the tunnel or was he open? 1,
Yeah, that one.
Too useful. They can
4,
actually kite
5,
you.
6. No, he has to be. He's still 1 away, so he has to use
He's
Death
just,
Claws.
Or double move.
I guess he's just gonna go
No, he's gonna have to use Death Claws.
Death claws, right?
Death Claws then. Yep.
Oh no. This is such a sad way for him to go. 7, that's gonna be a hit.
Oh,
Seven.
that's
But
A
he
little bit of
doesn't get
solace in that one at least.
nothing with that effect because there's no second enemy.
so we got 32 health.
16 damage.
Oh man, this is just sad. I'm
That's
almost wondering
brutal.
if Priest
That
is
is absolutely
forgetting
brutal.
forgetting about his heroic actions here at this point, because he is not using any of his special attacks. He's not using any of his heroic actions. That special marker's just been sitting in a happy spot this entire time.
Hats off to Fenraellis, really pulling that off.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was definitely a great move. And what's even better about it is because he has both of the Elementalist characters, he literally can put it on Rikaru as well, and make both of them keep suffering bleed damage.
Man, that is killer.
Yeah,
wait.
definitely not good with a melee heavy team.
When he used Tides of Invocation, did he select the moving combatants?
No, he went with
Feels
A.
wasteful, but I'm just going to do
Okay.
Lightning Conduit into Cedric.
All right, so he's gonna do Lightning Conduit. I believe he's probably gonna do the option B once he gets a hit. So it'll be 13 plus 4.
That's a
That'll be
hit.
enough.
Hits,
Yep,
which is
and
9
he's done.
damage, plus 4 damage,
Oh.
which is 13. And
Goodbye,
a B
Cedric.
effect. I'm moving him.
Yep, there you go. Bye, Cedric. Oh, what a sad ending.
Devastating.
Just so
Get everyone
many,
into that little 2x2 pile.
so many mistakes there
Probably not.
with
Guard's gonna run
Cedric.
away.
Sacrificial pyre.
Cedric is a very hard character to play. Trying
Yeah.
to keep him in that 35 zone.
Yeah. Well, it
This is going
doesn't.
to be a very uphill
Right.
battle.
Yes, it doesn't help either that Priest is not using
Haru,
any of
or
his.
are you
Oh,
done?
Oh, well. Couldn't focus because focusing is basically impossible in PvP. So
Why did Fenraellis flip over his special ready
there
token?
one.
You mean priest? Because I think he's about to make a special attack.
No, Fenraellis flipped his over too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
he
just
did?
wanted to be able to make sure that you couldn't title
Yeah,
blades.
right here.
Oh yeah, he did lightning counter it, so it should be.
Do
there.
weird, silly things or 10,000 swords.
Yeah. Now technically,
I'm going to.
he had already moved his token and indicated that he was done. So if priest wanted to be challenging, he could have.
Here,
Ooh,
and then I.
that line that he just took, he would take a reaction
Yeah.
attack from the Elementalist.
Yeah. Now theoretically, he has enough movement to just walk it around, but
So I guess first, I'll just do the 2 attacks on Azrael.
oh, he's trying to do 10,000 swords.
Is there anything else you can do?
Oh no 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 no.
I mean, I can do the movement, but I'm gonna do the first 2 attacks on him real quick.
1, 2,
Oh,
3,
that is
4. So yeah, he's only going to be able to attack 2 targets with this. I probably just would have went with Dragon Spirit, but
First one.
just because it's going to be worth it so more when they're so split up. And oh man, he misses.
Oh.
Miss.
Definitely not the time to miss now. And got a hit
There's
there.
a hit.
That one's a hit. For 7.
No, only 7 damage there. Can't get tactics. And now he's
then,
going to have to move 5 squares.
Onto the Air Elementalist.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just put him right there. And then I'll do the 2 attacks on Belani.
He's at full health. He needs to hit both of these.
Yep. It's
One
a hit.
That's one.
And going for the second, and that is also a hit.
And second.
So still at least getting some lucky rolls there. So it's going to be 14 damage
Alright, so
to
that's,
Belani. But
14.
he's got quite an uphill battle. Now, Tarim theoretically could be putting out a lot of healing. We actually saw, I don't think it was the last match, but maybe the one before, where essentially a team of Jessa and Nynx were like healing each other back and forth to sustain their team. Got pretty ridiculous.
That was incredible. And XR had some really good rolls, and the other combatant had some really crucial misses.
All right, so Azrael coming up here. He should be getting his heal 6. I think he's trying to determine who he wants to heal with this.
Belani here for 6.
Now, I guess what's interesting, I find interesting about this ability for Azrael is because it happens like at the beginning of his turn. Technically, that means that he can get 2 heals on the same target on the same turn, because he can get that title invocation off, and then if he has another ability that does a heal, he can heal that same person again with either that ability or hope or whatever. But hope's not preventing him this time, basically, because it's only after that occurs.
Oh, wait, you don't have that set up. And I can
So
focus. Yeah,
really,
focus waves of punishment.
all right. So now he's focusing, going with waves of punishment. Definitely a good plan, and I believe he's going after Ricaro, the only one he can attack. Oh my god. And that's still going to be a
Focus
miss.
doesn't help you that much.
Wow, he missed so many specials.
3 specials.
in the channel, he's like, "Oh my god, I missed 3 specials."
Gas 15
My
damage.
heart bleeds for you, man. My heart
Oh.
absolutely bleeds for you.
Daisha knows very much about this.
3 specials.
You do
Man.
everything you can to mitigate risk, but
Yeah.
3 of
in
the
the
4
end, it's
specials
still a
are
dice
nine
roll.
misses.
I mean, Johnny, if you saw Johnny's game, he had a lot of misses as well. But man, that guy, it's crazy how he can still, as much as he missed that game, still be able to just power
Mhm.
through and win it.
Yes.
I suppose.
All right, so Taram here
Yep,
up next.
right
No
there.
special available this time.
There. And just
Who's he gonna go for?
throw out.
Oh, wait.
I'll throw.
Going for the
I'll
big
hit
heals if I
Sanctuary
no
on
special.
Suyoko.
Going with Sanctuary. Now within range will be toughened and immune to new effects from enemies. People also underestimate, I think, that ability because they don't realize how many how many things there are effects
There
in the
you go.
game. There you go, you got it there. So 10 damage. Getting some heals for Ricaro here, hopefully.
And
I would definitely start to put the fire to the ninja so that you can delete her before she can get any of her specials off. She's the only one with specials left.
Yeah.
And then Ricaro will also will gain 4.
All right, there you go. So he's gonna get that heal there, bring him up to 31. And Suyoko, they're trying to figure out what she's gonna use. Still hasn't been able to do her Boiraku dance yet. Yeah, Sanctuary.
One awesome
so
thing about
good.
Sanctuary is the once per turn instead of ends if used.
Yes.
Mitigate a lot of damage.
Well, we actually had, I think in an earlier match, somebody, I think it might have been the first or second game, somebody had an ability that prevented effects as well. I don't think it was Sanctuary because it's the first time we're seeing Taram, but a different one. And, oh, I know, it was Dragon Blood from Rankier. And someone did a heroic action and did not realize, oh, he missed, that it blocked the effect of it, and he was like, "Oh my god!" And there's some hits.
2 hits.
All right.
Yeah, you probably don't want to pull a Ricardo off of there so that you kind of force him to go after your shooter.
Yep. So taking some damage from Despair, a Shuriken, and Rikaru taking some damage. All right. Ooh. All right. Looks like he's gonna set up for that Boiraku dance there.
I think I would have pinned against the wall.
Yep, definitely I would have too, because Priest did not put Taram in a good spot.
All right.
Well, the Shuriken moved Taram against the wall.
Yes, true. So he technically could have capitalized on that one.
Yes.
All right, Ricaro, you got to get some work done here.
It's just gonna use.
Let's see if Priest remembers.
So he could do Dragon Spirit and
I
kill.
guess I'll just do Dragon Spirit on
There you go.
Lonnie.
That's what I would do.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
Get it.
Time for big money.
All right, here we go. Dragon Spear on Villani, and that's a hit.
Oh, there it is.
Be
Right.
big damage.
Risk 25 damage.
That's 25,
Brings her all the way down to 27.
10,
Wait,
20. 1, 2, 3.
Taking a huge amount of damage there.
And
biggest thing is it's unlocking his passive to be able to heal or do damage instead of nothing.
that permanent
And that's going to
effect
be
doesn't come
huge
into
for the
play
next
turn,
part of
does
this game.
No, because it's on the
Okay,
first
yeah.
hit of your turn.
For the hit.
it? Right,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Okay.
So he's asking if he could get that permanent now, which no, he can't because it's only on the first hit of your turn, which at this point for him to get that permanent, he's already moved into the effect part of phase. So he's already missed that hit, right? The hit already occurred. So next time though, I'll have that up. Now, if Priest is actually worried about things like heroic inspiration coming up, he may want to keep using Sanctuary to keep that dragon spirit going, because that's going to be the only thing that'll safeguard him from that.
I think if Priest can get Divine Grace off and put it on Ricard,
There's a slight
There is a chance.
Yeah.
because then he's healing 8 per round just naturally, and that will be a big game changer.
But Rikaru will have to do a lot of damage to make up for it here.
Oh, for sure.
Because he's definitely still behind.
No lightning conduit turn.
Now, at the same time, this is definitely a tough fight for Priest to get back into the tournament with, because he hasn't played in so long. And Fenraellis is one of those opponents that really does analyze.
Plus 2 lightning conduit gets.
That's no.
Yep, that's a hit. +2 from the attack roll.
Oh, yeah.
Make it a hit.
So he's gonna take
That's the problem with not hearing the other side of the noise focusing
Yep, yep.
or using a +2.
Well, that's actually what I liked about when some other people were like pulling up the cards to the top. It's a lot easier to see what people are declaring when they do that, right? So sometimes we miss it. It's very obvious as to what they were doing.
it's Taram's turn.
All right.
All right, Taram is
he's
up here
gonna-
next.
Yep.
I think Sanctuary is a good move, but Sacred Flame would be able to heal
He's gonna
Taram and Ricard.
Here,
He kind of needs that.
Sacred Flame.
He's going with Sacred Flame on Milani.
Yeah, Sacred Flame on Villani.
So we'll see what he gets on that. Be able to get some healing off, and he does.
There it is.
All right. So Villani takes 6.
Yeah. So the downside of Sacred Flame is it's basically like a minor burn. Very small amount of damage,
Yeah.
but it's a very good amount of healing.
It's a basic attack with good effects.
Yep.
I'll
Let's
heal
see.
Taram for the 8.
All right, healing Taram for 8. That'll put him at 27, and Rikaru should go back up to 30.
8.
So it's interesting we haven't even seen Healing Conduit. Now, there's a very good chance with what has been set up in this match for this to happen now. So he can't move. but he can
Ooh.
do an ally heals 1 per square it is away from you, max 6, so you can get a max 6 heal, or he can move somebody 2 and then heal 3. It's really good for Vellani. It'd be good for moving her around, getting that healing. I mean, getting some more healing with a heal 6, and then how much damage does he do on this one? He does 10 damage, so it's actually pretty strong.
It's solid damage, solid heal.
Yeah.
I think Priest forgot to use Hope to heal Rikaru.
Oh no, you're right. He did. Oh, that's just.
He also needs to take the Sanctuary off.
Yeah, that's right. I'll move that down.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Oh man, that's devastating. Four hit points can be the difference between winning and losing, for sure.
Yes, easily. You gotta remember those passives. I tell people over and over in this these chats here that getting those passives is an easy way to beat your opponent, essentially, because you can keep getting those heals or keep getting damage that adds up over time, that makes up for multiple attacks. Even if you miss some, you can make up for it over time.
Oh, you have heroic action going.
There we go. Heroic absorption. Vellani getting back. Wins a punishment, looks like.
Oh no. That is going to be devastating. That's a great play.
Yep. So he's going to make Rikaru take a lot of damage. I really want to know what the heck heroic actions Priest has been using, because he's very much wait until the end here to for his opportunity to do something.
All right, was that you or?
And again, he passes the special to the ninja.
Yeah. Yeah, which is very interesting that he did do that. I really thought he was going to go for the healing conduit on that one.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's awesome. Like, if you can land that on Rikaru
I'm going to use
and get that
Oh,
blade
here we
on
go.
him,
heroic ambush.
it's going to be
Heroic ambush.
even more of an uphill battle.
Put,
Oh, there we go.
Rikaru.
But he's not going to be able to kill him.
No, he would have if he would have pegged her to the wall right here. He would have had to take a reaction attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Now he
Oh,
can't even get the heal. Man, oh boy. Positioning is so important.
So crucial.
Yeah, because right here, yep,
See.
she's just going to sidestep right out, and she would have died right there. Potentially would have died.
Certainly so well.
Oh no, and he didn't trigger his passive either.
Well, he couldn't, because it's first hit. You have to roll for it.
Yeah, because he didn't attack.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he wasn't even able to trigger his passive to get some healing.
But he would have killed him had he positioned correctly on that one.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Miss.
Going with the shuriken throws again. And another miss.
Another miss. Wow. Ooh. Is he going for the hat trick on the misses here?
Oh, we'll find out. That's a hit.
Oh, at least one.
5 damage to Tarum. And then at least he'll get the 4 for Rikaru with Despair. Wait a second. Why is he moving him?
I don't think he can move Rikaru.
I believe you only hit on Tarum, so you wouldn't be able to move Rikaru.
I did all 3 on Rikaru.
Oh, you did all.
So my Despair passive is what I did.
Ah, okay. I thought you.
I hit 1. The very last one was the hit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 16. So my third one was a hit, so I moved him 1, and then I triggered the Despair passive because I did.
Yeah. No, I understand. I thought you had split up the hits again.
Yeah, not this time. Just trying to kill him if I can.
Oh, he hit Rikaru
right.
and
Yeah, he went
and
all
Despair to
3
Theron.
on Rikaru and Despair on
I'm
Taram.
gonna.
1, 2, 3, 4. So that
I
is
guess
legal.
I will. Sacred Flame on Tsuyoko.
Going with another Sacred Flame. Here we go. Karaku Evasion. 1 enemy attacking you.
Did he
And
declare focus?
no. Well, he can't. It's
Oh,
not his
but
turn.
6 is the defense.
So that's a miss.
Okay. A miss. Which does 15 damage to you, so I guess that's something. But...
So he'll get 15 damage, but he will not be immune.
Oof.
So I don't know. In some ways, honestly, I think the miss might have almost been better.
I think that was the 4th one, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he has missed so many specials. Honestly,
Well, I still
had
need to roll for the attack.
That's true. I guess if you miss,
yeah,
scratch on residual.
had Fenraellis not missed so many.
Holy crap.
Oh wow.
He actually missed.
Knew I should have done a basic attack.
Oh, good.
Yep. So he is. Priest says, knew I should have done a basic attack because, yes.
Okay.
Actually, if he would have
That
just
would have
focused.
been a hit. So was that Taram there? 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, I could have focused. He would have had it.
Well,
These little mistakes, they add up.
we should just do lightning conduit Taram here.
All right, lightning conduit on Taram. This should pretty much close this out here, I think, pretty soon. Once Taram goes down, pretty unlikely that Rikaru is going to be able to carry this anymore.
Focus.
Although Priest is special ready.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Actually need to
But lightning conduit is a +2, so that is a hit.
I'm gonna say I'm doing the
Got him.
effect anyway. Just throwing you in the lava.
All she wrote.
That's it. Taram is out.
Oh man.
And
See, this I would have used Miracle
yeah, I was gonna say
to
his
interrupt that because he is special ready.
yeah.
Yeah.
So something by the way was that when you moved it up, it should have been flipped on special ready, Priest.
Oh, gotcha.
You could have used Miracle.
Yes.
Yeah,
Should have used Miracle.
I know. I forgot about. I thought my thing was still flipped. It's okay. That was my mistake.
All right, he's gonna. I think Priest is realizing that he's not gonna be able to pull this one out,
I'll
and
take the mistake.
and even with Miracle, I mean, honestly, it probably would have just delayed it another turn, right? I mean, Miracle isn't gonna save the rest of the game for him, right? There's been too many mistakes, too many chances that went by that he didn't capitalize on.
And then I'll do
But that's
ancestral katana.
that's the tough part about this game. You know, it's easy to miss those, right? You get caught in the game.
You know what?
And
I'm
then
gonna
miss
do a basic attack.
Oh, he's going.
Just
He's
in
going with a
case.
basic attack, but he has to be
Oh,
closer
I'm
if he wants to
right
do
here
that.
then.
Oh wow! And he rolled a crit. Oh, that's hilarious.
There he goes.
There she
Taking out,
goes.
You know, I'm just gonna.
taking out the ninja.
3, 4, 5.
You know,
and
it
6.
just it's really tough seeing 5 specials go unspent on Priest team. That's really devastating.
It is.
The game changing difference that specials make, especially when you're talking about 5 of them, is pretty drastic.
The well, never mind. Sorry.
Go ahead.
What were you gonna say? I was gonna say the
Dragon
don't
Spirit,
think that
yeah.
was in range.
First hit,
Yeah.
comments over Dragon Spirit, so yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my
I forgot
preferred
to count.
So I guess the first thing was when you started your turn, weren't you like here?
Right here.
He was
He-
two spaces.
or was he right here?
Yeah.
You're at least a space
I was-
away, right?
Yeah.
He was 2 away. I remember that.
Which means you would have to move
6, so at
to
best
make
he
a
would be
basic
here.
attack.
Oh right, I forgot that I moved already.
Which means
yeah,
you
no, you're
can't
right.
move again.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
True.
Because you
Although,
didn't
like,
use a
this is
benefit
now you
move
use
or anything.
Ancestral Katana, which
Right.
You
No,
did say
I-
you were going to use originally, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, it's cool. I forgot
allow
that I
it.
had already moved.
You did say Ancestral Katana before. I said, why not use a basic?
That's 'cause
So,
Ancestral
but to answer your
Katana
question,
could've
this
hit.
is where you were, you know, when you hit. So, if you're trying to use the permanent, it would be from there.
Right.
If you use Ancestral Katana, you were here, and so you could either damage Volani or heal yourself.
Well, I did switch over to using a basic attack, which is why I moved myself up.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. I counted it as him using a basic attack on
You
that
can
one.
target anyone though.
Yeah.
Healing yourself or damaging other people.
So
You
Priest trying to
know,
determine if he wants to
I'll,
use the permanent
I'll
to
give
damage or
myself
heal.
4. Why not?
He's going for the heal. So I don't really think it'll matter that much at this point, but who knows? I mean, it's always possible. People surprise us at the last second, like Xr's game, where he was on the
He was
precipice of conceding.
conceding.
Yeah, and coming back to win it.
Title invocation.
Ooh, that's a miss.
That's a miss. Oh wait, no.
And an 8+1. That's a 7.
Title invocation is a +1 to
+1.
the attack roll.
Does hit.
Those bonuses, man, they add up.
1 because yeah. So 9 to you.
And especially for Fenraellis, he's been missing so much in this game. Let's see.
Oh man.
So
I
was
don't
she
know if I
at,
agree
was
with
she
this
at,
tactic of
was she
putting-
at 26 before? Milani?
I wasn't paying attention.
For some reason, I thought she was like at 24, but I think I looked at the wrong one.
No, I think Ricario was at 26.
Yeah.
Because he was at 22 and then he healed for 4.
So do you think he healed for too much then?
All right.
No, I think he was at 22 and then healed up to 26.
I mean, Villani. So Villani's at 30 now, but I thought she was at like 24. But he was healing with hope, I believe.
He was like a lot, but I also wasn't paying attention.
And at the same time, I mean, I don't think it's going to matter, honestly, at this point.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It is a very uphill battle from here.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
Is he going to use his last
So
heroic
far
action?
away. He needs that heroic action.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could attack.
Oh man, he's even helping him out. He's like, well, you could go this direction, and you would be able to attack if you'd like.
Guess I'll do that.
Should do that.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Might as well.
I mean, he does have another heroic action he could use, but
Yeah.
all right, going for the ancestral katana here,
Or etiquette.
and a 9. That's a hit. Another hit for
That'll do
Breeze. He's got a lot of hits. That'd be 11 damage there
All right,
against Villani. And if he wants, he can
Down
apply
to
4 more.
11 or
Bring her down to
19
15.
then. And might as well give myself before.
He's going with that.
Taking the healing.
Now he's forgetting to place the effect.
There's like 10 minutes left, right?
Yeah, just a little bit over. And remember too, you need to use the cards if you want to use your effects.
You do what now?
Use the cards to track effects.
I've used one of mine.
No, I mean you. I didn't know if Priest was just forgot or.
He used one too.
All right.
Use the cards to track effects.
Yeah, so I usually give everyone a reminder on their first one, but your ancestral katana, you need to technically place
Or you
on.
can
Oh
use it
yeah,
after
for the effect. Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
to put it over there. Forgot
Could
about
be
its
relevant.
effect.
So won't make a big difference here at this point of the game, but I like to do it mostly just to try to build the knowledge base into the players, right? So that way,
I had my pass.
later on, hopefully people don't forget this, because that can end up costing you later on if you forget things like maybe you forgot like a sanctuary placement. That could be pretty bad.
Here for my sight.
So she's moving all the way back
Fenraellis
there.
is moving.
Yep, he's moving real far back.
No,
He
I'm gonna
moved
do
6
punishment.
squares.
He did?
That's too far.
Where
Yeah.
did he start? Here?
This is where he was.
Fail another.
Yeah, right
1,
there.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh.
6.
That is impressive.
So technically you moved slightly too far. That's the farthest you can
Oh.
move.
Did I?
Yep. Because you were here.
Well, I used the start of round power of the title and location. Sort of each competence turned you, or now I lose one.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't
So
see
I'd
the
use that to move
didn't
one
see the
space.
card turned or on the.
I apologize. Yes, that was why I had moved one the previous round. I was using it this round as well, but
All right. Well, it's up to Priest, I'd say, on this one if he wants to
yeah,
let you.
that's fair. I mean, I'm fine with stopping here if you want.
I don't really care. You can go ahead.
Technically, I
So this is why. Yep. Why I tell people to place on the card rather than having it turned,
case.
because it's just picking up that card and moving it is a very good
Special
reminder to
match.
yourself, versus
Yeah, that
sometimes
is,
just
like,
clicking a single button to
almost
turn it is
impressive.
a lot easier to forget. So in this case, he actually did forget it, which is funny because I had just mentioned about effects,
Your turn.
I'm gonna
and he had
do
forgot as well.
heroic defense just to give Rokaru.
All right, heroic defense. Oh man, going with heroic defense. You are immune to damage,
Ooh.
and he's gonna get 18 health there. So basically, all Fenraellis can do at this point is just
for
kind
the
of
sake of it.
move around, and just try to get in a different
Why?
position, and that's about it.
So that's turn.
You apply effects. That's what you do right now.
Now it's
Yeah.
my turn. And I suppose.
Well, he can't even. Well, I guess he's immune to damage, so yeah, he can still make the attack. He just won't take damage.
Yep. So healing conduit right now would be, start pumping those heals in there.
Use title invocation again. Because it's a thing that I can do.
So, yep. And for, the healer, it's really not that bad of a situation. Unless he misses, then nothing happens.
Hitting. It's not a thing I can do though. This game in general.
Nope. No damage.
So no damage even from residual. because of
Oh,
heroic
right.
defense. You're immune to damage.
Right. I remember that. Yeah. Or rather, I forgot that. More accurate.
Yeah, I should have put it up here. Sorry.
Usually even just the heroic actions, yeah, being declared in like this area is just, yeah, fine as well. But
Yeah, that was on me.
especially because
I
he's
was
the
using
only one
the
left.
location for the heal, but well, whatever.
So I could be wrong. I think he just moved twice. 1, 2,
I think so
3,
also.
4, 5, 6. I think you also just moved twice because you moved before you did your attack that missed, and then you moved again.
Depending on
'Cause
when
you
you want to
were,
consider
I
title
think, up
location,
here.
start of a turn effect, but that's fair.
Well, as soon as the turn starts, it's already over. So
Yep.
yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, my turn then.
Yep.
One,
His turn, actually.
3, 4, 5, 6. Tide of Blades.
All right, might as well get some Tide of Blades off. Start damaging.
Lonnie.
Yeah, and this is really good positioning for Ricardo right now, being tied to both these ranged units.
Yep, definitely. All right, Tide of
That's
Blades.
a hit.
All right.
We could really see a change
So
of
11.
regime here,
Oh yeah.
depending on how this
I
goes
don't
down.
think it's gonna happen. I don't think there's even enough
And I'll
time.
move you into the lava.
That is
4 from
So,
lava, right?
yep.
1, 2.
So
3,
that's
4. Okay.
15.
Okay.
And then you should be able to do
19.
Dragon Spirit on there. And is he gonna forget? I think so. He's forgetting Dragon Spirit there. And he'd be able to kill Vellani off.
that's killer.
I think part of it too is you have to remain focused, right? Even when things look bad, remain focused, because as soon as you just start kind of going, whatever, right? Like, I've already lost, then you have lost. Like, it's already over at that point. Versus here, even though it's her not really great chance, Azrael doesn't have the same damage potential that Rikaru does. So at least there'd be a chance potentially for Priest to somehow pull this over at the last second.
Okay. So.
Yeah, and he has Dragon Spirit up, so there's some
Exactly.
extra damage and extra healing that can go on. So
I mean,
that extra taking out
That's
her
what it
would have
does.
been pretty game changing.
Sadly, not the other
But
level.
now
Yeah,
it's
no,
I think
I
he's
didn't wanna
kind of
give you
sealed
that
the
one.
fate a little bit.
Yep.
So 17.
So, but yeah, definitely people have to call those out, not forget them.
All right.
There's an optimal position to be able to
Alright.
lock down the
You'll
healer,
never guess
hit
what
the healer,
happens
and
next.
kill
It's
the shooter.
Tide of
Going for the single
Blades.
shooter and not killing her with Dragon Spirit is probably not going to help the situation out.
I got to do a thing with Dragon Spirit, but that's okay.
Yep. He's just so Priest just goes, oh crap, I forgot to do Dragon Spirit. So just realizing after the fact feels horrible. All right, so had that hit Azrael, that would be 11 more damage to him. He would not have been able to get him in the lava, though, so it'd still be 11. That would put him
Just
down
for
No, but you could have
30.
things,
pinned him up
I'm gonna
against the
say
wall
GG,
right here.
but,
Yeah.
you know, let's play it out. Minute and a half.
Yep.
Well,
They're down to the last
if you don't
minute and a
use
half.
Dragon
Dragon
Spirit.
I'll just win with heroic magic.
Yeah,
Oh,
You heal
here we
yourself,
go.
then you put
you might as well. There's only like a minute and 15 left.
All right, so he's using Hero
Ultimately,
Magic,
I
and he
think
didn't
you
use Dragon
once,
Spirit.
basically. Which I
What's he rolling for?
Wait, I'm confused. What's happening
Oh.
now?
Well,
There it is.
Oh, he went for an attack instead, I guess.
anything that hits you would kill you anyway.
Yep.
So that's
But
it.
it had to be
Well, that
in
did
a
it.
spectacular fashion.
Well, thanks for joining me, Tyson.
My only crit of the match.
Yeah, of
One
course.
that doesn't matter.
All right, guys.
5 missed specials.
Wow, that was
Good
a lot of
game.
missed specials.
Yeah, 5
Not
total.
okay.
Wow.
Probably
Absolutely.
the most I've ever seen in a match.
Oh, I don't know. You also got to see the one with Tyson.
Oh yeah, whole lot
Well,
of missed ones. In
I
that.
believe you did. Oh, no, that was the second season, I believe. So, yeah, the second season, Tyson had so many misses that when we went back, looked at the video later, the number of misses he had was in like the trillions of chance of occurring.
Jeez.
I think it was like 9 misses.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty insane. So, anyway, great game, guys.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun for being the
Weird
first one in
game,
a long
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Good
Man.
match.
Man, getting those wins of punishment is so punishing for a melee-based team.
I know.
He
Melee
took,
melee centric is very fun to play, but not very viable at all.
He took 24 from the bleeder or something like that alone. So I guess Winds of Punishment did 40 damage.
It can be, but you have to use it at the right time. That's the biggest thing. So, like, for example, what you could have done that time, Priest, when Cedric had to take that big move, and especially knowing you have heroic defense now.
Yeah, that's true.
You could have spent
I-
heroic defense on Cedric and moved him all the way across the board, and he would have been fine. There'd be nothing that would have happened, and he would have been right
I
on
know.
him.
I always want to save those for like really satisfying
Yeah,
moments,
I
which
guess he
that
would have healed
been, but,
and
oh
been
well.
able to move without taking bleed damage for that round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
Which,
Still a fun match.
Yeah. Still good stuff all around. But thanks for playing, guys. And thanks for everyone that was watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this match. We got a bunch more games coming probably this next weekend, so be sure to check it out. So Fenraellis, I believe you are going to be up against Johnny. So good luck, sir. And
maybe I'll still try the same team. Well, actually, part of the reason I used Azrael is because he just seemed so effective the last time against me.
yeah, well, he is very good. I will say,
Is
Johnny
pretty
definitely.
crazy?
Well, Johnny's the person who won the last PvP tournament. So him and
Oh,
Tyson are the
nice.
2 PvP previous champions. And Johnny watches, I think, every one of these videos. So he's definitely going to watch this to figure out how people played and what to watch out for. So
I mean, I didn't even use Bodhyaku Dance this time.
I know you
wanted to,
didn't even
but
get to it.
Well, I wanted to, but then I was holding it for the Kakure Evasion, which completely went.
Yep.
Oh well.
All right. Well, thanks,
So
guys,
sweet.
for playing. And thanks for watching.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys.